Hey guys, Pos here, and today we are doing Russia. We've made it this far without blowing up. Well, sort of. What I'm going to simply say though, guys, is it's an absolute pleasure to be back, and I am of course here with my partner in crime, Mr. Raratron. How you doing, Rara?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm fine. You are.
Yeah, I do that occasionally about myself too. I have no identity. Um, um, Rara, the celebration started at 12:05 in the afternoon. My head still hurts. Honest to God. Oh my God, Gene Haas, you don't take an American cowboy up onto a F1 podium. That's what we're saying again. We're never doing that again. We're gonna take up the fucking Jackman. Bro, I think what I'm also going to do as well, I think next time we should bring the Jackman up, because, you know, he lets go really quick in the pit lane. What I'm going to be doing here, guys, I'm going to make a little announcement here, of course, as well, about the corner cutting, just simply because Rara did point something out, and also the guys in our league also pointing it out. Around Russia, the corner cutting is insane. Don't get me wrong, we do still race on strict in our league. However, just for this individual race, based on the fact that AIs don't get penalties for doing the same lines that we do, and we pick up 10-second penalties, it is going to be regular corner cutting for this particular episode. That's just simply to get us started. And also, guys, just this one, as Rara said, of course. Now, once again, guys, if you would like to, of course, make sure that you are up to date with everything that goes on with myself and, of course, the league, please make sure, guys, to check out Positively Glad on YouTube. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Anything to do with us, as it helps me. Likes get... Oh, what was it again? Likes make me happy. Shares get me out there. And subscribers get me bigger. Not in the non-sexual term, of course. And, of course, the World Online Racing YouTube page, of course, for them, which, of course, guys, you can, of course, go to YouTube. Simply type in World Online Racing. We are the #1 page on there. If you click on channels, we are now above, of course, even iRacing on that page, which is an absolute unbelievable achievement as far as I'm concerned. It's unbelievable. Remember, guys, the one with 60-odd subscribers is the one you want to go for. Of course. Rara, do you know what? It'd be fitting. It wouldn't really be fitting before we do click on the ready button for you to give us a brief history lesson about the track, mate.
Okay. Well, now I've finally included my audio.
Have I been speaking to myself?
You have. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, that's a complete fuck up on my part. Anyway, yes, yep. You know, 11:30 at night. This is what we get.
Hey.
But yes, obviously, a short history of the Russian Grand Prix at Sochi. It arrived on the F1 calendar, F1 well, for the 2014 season, and so far it's always been won by a Mercedes car. Hamilton won it in 2014 after Rosberg failed an overtake and went wide.
Oh shit! I remember
20, yep. 2015 was a comfortable win for Hamilton. Just again, he managed to stave off Rosberg and everything. 2016 was interesting. You had that was the race where Daniel Kvyat basically got fired from Red Bull after taking out Sebastian Vettel.
Once again, I also forgot about that. Of course, it was the
Hamilton had a slow start, was beaten off the line by the Red Bulls, the Ferrari, and Bottas, I believe. So that left it for an easy win for Rosberg.
The question is,
yeah, like I said, now you've got us
today. Yeah, exactly. What will happen today?
So far, history has been repeating itself. The Mercedes again have not been getting off the line. It's been fundamental in their season so far, which is why Hamilton's so far down the championship order. I reckon.
You remember Melbourne?
The fact that I wiped him out in China.
Melbourne as well, bro. The Red Bulls from the third row of the grid, by the way. The third row of the grid I checked out, or the second row, I believe it was.
I think it was the second row. They jumped both Mercs into the first corner.
Red Bulls jumped both Mercs, and well, we know that some skullduggery happened because obviously Hamilton ended up having a weird strategy, as did Vettel. So obviously, in the comments, just let us know what happened. We don't know. We were at the back, obviously, at the time, but what I will simply say though is, excellent result for us last time, Rara, aided by rain and aided by bizarre AI strategy, but you know, we'll take everything we can. It was a 1-2. If it was a 1-2, even though I did have my baby behind me, I probably would have ended up fucking jumping around the house, probably celebrating and weeing myself. I was that excited, to be fair. I come off Xbox and was just pumped all day. It was amazing, man. It was absolutely brilliant. The drive of the season by you, you had considerable amount of pace, even compared to myself, and you were worrying me.
That,
How quickly.
those last 10 laps or whatever it was was just a dream. Obviously, I had two broken wings, which set me back a bit. I had a 10-second penalty as well. Obviously, that went up to 13 at one point.
Which cost you the 1-2, didn't it? I believe you were only 6 tenths off.
It cost me. Vettel just nipped me. But yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I had the pace. I was, like I say, I was about 1.5 seconds quicker than you after the track had just dried and we'd put on the dry tyres.
Yeah, it was kind of squeaky bum time for me. Obviously, without the penalties, it would have been more of a squeaky bum time because you would have been coming harder. But what I will say now, guys, this is Positively Glad. That is Raratron. That is Raratron. This is Positively Glad. Let's fucking get going in Russia.
Let's do this. Before we get going, is everything locked down?
Yep. I've got news for us, bro. It was locked down anyway last time I double checked. It's automatically locked down to 2 people.
Sweet.
So I double checked it when I come in the lobby, and yep.
Now, I'm going to admit something. I am nervous about this track, mainly because on career mode, I have been bashed about left, right, and centre, especially on that DRS straight.
I'm doing something new here, Rara. I'm going the softer strategy.
Ooh, what does that offer you?
3.
You know what?
That might performance in quali.
Yeah, especially around here, that's probably a good idea.
Can I say Penguin once again, mate? 4th episode in a row, mate, and I will simply say, bro, even though you do race with us, so a potential bit of bias can be said, but thank you for the compliment there, Penguin. Jay has said, by the way, Rara, he's genuinely enjoying the series, and to be fair, we are. I mean, you know, at the end of the day,
for this series. This series has been absolutely amazing. It's been fun left, right, and centre. I mean, first 2 races, I mean, yeah, we showed what we can do. Obviously, it didn't go the way we wanted it because of various incidents. But obviously, you know, China, everything came together, and there is no rain for this weekend.
And I'm worried because of that. I'm genuinely worried. I'm going to do a little bit different for my cigarette smoking here, guys. I'm actually going to go right at the end of qualifying, so I'm going to give Rara his moment in the sunshine, which he deserves, of course, and actually Pos Rara, and basically run through and go through the entire grid, end of qualifying results, the entirety of, you know, the race director. Rara, it's your time to shine, buddy. We both know you'd be streaming and probably would have as many followers.
With an enormous amount of honour.
Well, bro, like we said, if it wasn't for the internet speed that you're running on, you'd be doing this what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm doing it probably a lot more consistently with what I'm doing as well.
Like I say, I was having a word with my missus the other day, and basically said that once we get to a situation where, you know, I can afford to take on the sky myself, obviously I'm going to be upgrading the internet.
Well, like I said, mate, I wish I worked for BT Rara still, because I'd be able to fix you up with something, but I don't. But did it with so many people. Right, I'm actually going out, which I've got 3 sets of super soft tyres.
Let's go in and have a look at the live feed. Once again, Ricciardo is out on track. Got Vettel. There is Pos. Looked like you nearly hit the pit wall there.
You saw nothing. Oh, fucking hell!
I saw everything. I've also noticed again that our helmets are the actual drivers.
Tell you what, bro, considering we had our helmets for China, I'm more than happy to keep that going. Oh my god.
It looks like you've got a loose back end. Have you done anything with your ballast? Because it looks very loose.
Absolutely, mate. I put my ballast right to the rear. Ironically, I put it to 11, and it's the only way, weirdly, I can keep up with people here. Just to let you guys know as well, we are running on the regular corner cutting today, based on Russia's kind of, just for the new watchers, of course. I know Jay is tuned into the stream. 4 viewers, of course, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Well, balancing between 3 and 4, but it could be 3 and 4 or 3 and 4 million. It wouldn't make a difference to me. You're here, you're enjoying it. But yeah, the regular corner cutting was a Rara suggested thing, and I am absolutely down for it, especially around this track. I'll demonstrate on my lap here some of the kind of, because this is really a banker lap for me, just to see whereabouts I fit in. I mean, the corner I've just gone through here, is one of them ones where you really can get caught out, and this one, basically every single corner is a fucking death trap, as of course our old league compadre Coffee Bugle, of course, demonstrated by AIing around the section. It's one of the only ways that you can actually, you know, get around it without potentially getting an increased corner cut warning. But, you know, you're going to see me, I'm not going to be abusing this, guys. I'm going to be sticking to the exact same lines I would do normally, just really to kind of keep, well...
Just the only difference is we're not going to be penalised for it.
Oh yeah, well, to be fair, I don't think I would get... I'd gone through Russia, I only got 3 seconds of warnings on my time on Russia, but I know, obviously, referencing Tafkabir, well then, buddy, thank you very much if you are watching, my man. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's one of them things where we've seen penalties given for abnormal reasons.
Yeah, it was with the beer situation. It was around the final corner. He just went 2 wheels off the track, and it gave him a 10-second penalty outright. It was ridiculous. And I think it was that moment there we decided, right, Russia, we have to run it at reduced. It's gonna kill everyone.
Don't get me wrong. There is still the 10-second glitch, but now it's all 4 wheels off the track. So obviously, you know, everything is kind of, you know, kind of minimised and magnified in certain things. So, like, I mean, you know what I mean? So it kind of gives you a more broader spectrum of what you can do, what you can't do, and we'll have a little look, see how I do. I'm actually having a really good lap here, actually. It's really clean. I got the...
It's been a nice lap.
The long right-hander, I struggled, admittedly, but we'll see how we do through here. Make temps off, I'll take that from Vettel. We know that Ferrari's are very strong around here, of course, guys. So, we have a look at the comments due to when I come across a Ricardo. Ooh, from what I remember in my personal career mode, ooh, that's an awful corner. Oh my god. See, that one, I wouldn't even classify what I just did a corner cut warning, but, you know, from the whole retrospective strict corner cut, and that would have been 2 invalidated laps and 6 bloody warnings.
Yeah.
Well, I've gone 5th, so I'll take that.
5th? Okay, let's see how far off you are. Just over a second, which is, you know, obviously with the cars we're in, it's not that bad.
We said, of course, as the regular viewers, of course, have tuned in, and just kind of to give you like our aims points. China, in my opinion, in my estimation, was a fluke result. It was. I mean, well, I say fluke, but we raced it like absolute pros. You know what I mean? We did what we had to do, and the AIs, of course, mistimed their strategy. So no, I'm going to take away that fluke, Rara. It was a bit disrespectful for the pair of us, wasn't it? It wasn't really a fluke, but...
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I say, we would have struggled to get the result we had the AI not pitted for a fresh set of inters when there was no need.
That would have been a nightmare having Vettel right behind you. Oh. Oh. Good lord. Well, you were running in 3rd place, weren't you, at the time of when Vettel came in for his random stop?
Yes. Yes, I was about 3 or 4 seconds behind him, and I just noticed him going straight on.
And I know you left Rosberg, didn't you, about 5 seconds out of Nico, but then the Mercedes, well, we saw the lap times that were cranking up. I mean, you obviously had a fantastic lap. My lap time was a second slower than the top 15 drivers. My lap time was only just better than the Renaults. So you can tell I was struggling quite profoundly in that race. 7 viewers there, guys. I'm going to get on with the comments. Of course, when I come in, I'm also going to be paying close attention and getting Rara on stream as well for his first flying lap when he goes out. And I will be using all 3 sets of super softs, so 3 or 4 minute breaks each time. Let that roll in. Who's this who's just commented here? It is Declan Adams. How you doing, Declan? Been a while, mate. Well, I say been a while. It's been about 2 days. Been a while for you. One of the, as Declan will know, the guy who was involved in one of my biggest ever stream where we actually peaked at the unbelievable height of 67 viewers at once in August of last year, in which I actually had to sit down, Rara, at the end of every session and speak to people and actually have a Q&A while I was there. It was that lit, the stream. There was about...
That sounds fantastic.
It was like our Saturday stream.
Let me know once you're back on the live screens and I'll go out.
Yeah, I'm about to say you may as well go out now. I'm just getting my tyre blankets on, mate, and then we'll be ready to roll. Yeah, Deck, by the way, just out of a matter of interest, mate, thank you very much for the subscription on YouTube as well, mate. Absolutely superstar for that. And we've got about, well, there's 3 more videos to go up. 1 from FIFA Career Mode and this, obviously, and the Chinese race, which... You know, we're not going to reveal any spoilers, but we got a 1-3, yeah! Oh, that's a spoiler. Fuck it. 1-3, yeah! But, yeah, we'll move on from that.
Right, I'm out on track.
I've just jumped on board, you know, buddy. Fucking hell, I'm getting better at timing that. We got the same colour fucking helmet, that's weird.
No, you're Roman Grosjean. Your helmet's like red and blue.
It just looks kind of the same sort of from the angle I was looking at then. Ah, yeah, there you go. Yours is like sort of yellowy, greeny, reddy, whitey sort of thing.
So
like the,
it's a sort of a Mexican blend.
I was about to say why are you Mexican, but then I realised, you know, Gutierrez. Ah,
Really?
oops.
You call yourself an F1 fan? Get out of here.
Sorry, mate. Last time I looked, F1 had 4 doors, mate. You know what I mean? But anyway, moving on. Right. So we're on board with Rara, who is 16th in the speed trap at the moment. Obviously, you can't really give that a good justification as he did come out the pits. Speed trap, of course, on the way into turn 2. Well, technically turn 1, but you know, if we're splitting hairs, it is sort of turn 2. Apparently, turn 1 is that little DRS kink, which makes fucking loads of sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean? But yeah, quick splash and dash for me here. Waiting for when Rara goes around, completes his fly lap. As soon as he does his lap, I will be blasting out of the pit lane on a new set. In fact, what I'll do quick, just before you get around me, I'm going to get my second set of super soft tyres on. And the tyre weight is looking scrumptious, may I say, at this stage. So
Yeah, it's cooler conditions today than it is for the race. So
I mean, for the race, I'm still not really sure what I'm going to do. But then, you know, I never am. No point bullshitting about it. I come up with these bizarre strategies where, oh, I'm going to pit there, and then I realise my tyre wear is like 10% higher or 10% lower. And Rara goes into the second to last corner. Ooh, bloody hell.
yeah, I got it all wrong. I'll change it up to Rich.
Jesus Christ. I usually change it to Rich with on the straight before the second to last corner.
Yeah, I know. I forgot.
I was about to say, oh dear. And here comes Rara down towards turn 2. Oh, it is a turn. Okay, got a curve on the outside. Good corner in there, mate. See, this is the problem with the Haas car, guys who are watching. Or girls who are watching, of course. You know, we can't be sexist in this day and age.
Oh, of course.
Can't drop that. No, it's with what you did then. You had to lift off, didn't you? Rara, you've done the second, third, fourth fastest sector one time. No, you haven't. Yeah, you have. No, the 5th fastest sector one time.
Sweet.
Which will put you, may I dare I say, very fucking high up. Ooh, that's a lot by Hamilton. Jesus Christ, Mercedes are just on fire.
37.7 was that?
Yeah, I think. Let me just go back up to the top of it. I'll get back on your TV feed very quickly. 37.737. Rara is going through just completely second to 34.8. Wait, you've blitzed me. So far, absolutely fantastic, buddy. Let's have a look at the comments as soon as we've gone there. Might be a table. Go on, Jay. Go on, mate. Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Bit of a scrappier third sector, but you've put yourself in 8th.
It was.
Oh, that's
I wasn't
fantastic,
happy.
mate.
I was not happy with it at all.
Out of the guys who haven't set a lap time... hold on, why is Kimi Räikkönen in 14th? Ferrari have done it again.
It was Vettel last race.
No, it's... You can't even get up there. Räikkönen, I'm going back out, mate, straight away.
Oh no, it was Bahrain, wasn't it, Vettel? I just was nowhere.
Oh, it was China. It was China.
And then
Oh no, it was Bahrain. Sorry, because we had that fucked up.
it was
grid, didn't
Bahrain.
we?
Didn't he come through to win the race?
Podium. We got a 3rd. Do you know what, mate? I will double check that actually. Speaking of Vettel, meow. See that, mate. Alright, here we go. Talk of the devil. Right, so basically, guys, we're 20 minutes into the stream. We're delayed a little bit. We're having a discussion, basically, just kind of getting some fundamentals done in terms of our racing league. Exciting times ahead, Rara, of course, as we said. But
Of course.
But NDA still stands, you know. But yeah, no, we've just been kind of getting formalities drawn, kind of discussing major topics. All these will be announced in due course, guys. By the way, you know, we're not just kind of I'm gonna fucking carry it in front of a donkey. You know what I mean? We are gonna bring it to light very soon. I'd never drink Coca-Cola before your flying lap or your out lap. That's all I'm saying.
You need to pee.
No, I nearly hiccuped into a wall. That was one I didn't plan.
Oh, there we go, 6th now.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I managed to nail the final sector now.
Well, you've got
Did a
half my number.
1:38.5.
Fuck, I need to really pull my finger out my arse here.
I mean, it's only like less than 5 minutes left. I wanted to go in and put another set of
Oh,
super
you're kidding
softs
me.
on, but that's not happening now.
This is my lap. then,
And
isn't
I'm
it?
out of fuel.
This is my lap.
Yep, you
Let's get rolling.
not
Come on.
necessarily. You can, like I said, with this track, you can afford to do another lap.
No, I've got minimal fuel, mate. And I went on rich early.
Oh, that's Magnussen. He's gone straight through me.
I'll honk when I go by. Guys, this is a huge lap for me here. Yellow flag.
At the minute, the Williams is a 7th and 8th. I don't want them behind me with their straight line speed.
I think Kimmy's probably going to jump you as well, I'm assuming, before the end, but you never know. He's
Ricardo's 5th at the minute.
on an improved lap. I can stick at it.
Button 13th at the minute.
Right in front of me. Oh, yeah, behind me. Sorry.
Come on, Nazar, just pass me. Vettel 3rd.
No. Hey, Rara.
Hey, bye, Pos.
Sound effects as well. Gotta put the sonic sound effects in. I'm half a second up at the moment. So I don't think I'm going to be on your level, mate, but I'm going to be very close. I'm currently on a 139.3. 6 temps up.
Come on, buddy. Break up them Williamses.
Oh, I've smashed it. Beat you.
Oh, what a lap! This could be the 3rd race in a row you've out-qualified me.
6th and 7th. Ooh.
Oh, crap. Bounce off the wall.
Didn't you out-qualify me in China? Oh no, I got you because I went out first, didn't I? But that was kind of the only...
Yeah, you went out first on a greasy track.
Well, guys, yeah, I'll be brutally honest with you. I expected Rara to be up there, but my last sector was fucking diamond dust.
I think it must have been the confidence of you actually passing me.
Do you know what? Weirdly, I took a... Well, Nazar was going like about 5 miles an hour behind you, which I had to swerve away
Yeah,
from that.
he came up behind. He came up behind me and he just stopped. Like I say, Vettel almost collected him.
Another thing I will point out about me and mine and Rara's streams is I think the reason why people kind of tune into us, other than when I'm on an absolute fucking hypo drive, is we, you know, well, it's almost hard to understand me at the best of times, but, you know, it's...
True.
when we're kind of in the groove, we're very, very informative, and we're not kind of, oh, look at this, let's drive like plebs, and, you know, we just get on with it. You know, and we're kind of almost easy to listen to when we're on form. Well, when you're
Yeah.
easy to listen to anyway, I'm just a fucking loose... Look at the yellow flags up there. Bro, there's carnage in Sector 1.
I can't see, mate. I'm in the pits.
Oh shit, yeah. Sorry about that. Got rid of myself. Let's have a look at the comments. Scott's watching. Penguin's watching. So we've got a fair few people watching this, guys. Thank you, of course, for tuning in again.
Welcome to the stream, guys.
Indeed. And I believe that is Scott ironically talking. Scott's wrote on there, leave my driving style out of it. Can't help being a pleb. Scott, we have similar styles. Now what I'm actually going to do, Rara, is I'm going to hand you the floor. I feel I'm going to go for my cigarette now. And I'll let you take the reins, buddy. So guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll hand you over to the capable hands of Mr. Raratron. Back in 2.
Right, so you poor unfortunate souls, you're now stuck with me. Right, so obviously I can't show you what Pos is, but I can tell you about what's going on in the field at the minute. So, Who is out of position at the minute? Well, the biggest one at the minute is Kimi Räikkönen. He's down in 14th place. Now, we had a situation in Bahrain where Vettel was just nowhere, and he actually came through to have... Oh, nope. Kimi has improved. He has gone up to 6th. He's got ahead of both me and Pos. So, kind of expected, really. You've got both Mercedes, both... there we go, actually. That's the end of the session. So, yeah. lucky Räikkönen getting in there right at the end. Right, so... Qualifying results are as follows. Once again, it is Lewis Hamilton on pole position from Nico Rosberg, the 2 Mercedes. Once again, less than a tenth of a second. It's kind of been that way all season, really, apart from China, where it was a wet track. Vettel, 3rd. Verstappen, 4th in the Red Bull. Ricciardo, 6th. Raikkonen improving to... Ricciardo, 5th. Raikkonen improving to 6th. Pos, 7th. Raratron 8th, once again, Pos out-qualifying me for the 3rd race in a row. It's something I need to work on. But, like I said, I'm relishing the challenge. I'm loving that I'm loving that he's up there. We've got Massa 9th, Bottas 10th. Now, the Williams' straight line speed is a worry. Also, they have very fast starts as well, I've noticed. But I think the Williams in a straight line is the fastest car on the game. They don't have the downforce and whatnot to be up there with the Mercedes, but yeah, they're ridiculously quick in a straight line. 11th, we have Sergio Perez, Hülkenberg 12th, Button 13th, Alonso 14th, Sainz 15th, Kvyat 16th. Oh, that's an interesting one. Fernando Alonso. I did say he was 14th. Turns out he's probably going to be starting at the back of the grid. He has a 10-position grid drop after receiving 2 penalties. What were they for? I'm going to have a look now. Yeah, he collided with Pascal Wehrlein twice. Well, one way of making friends. So yeah, that's Alonso dropping to the back of the grid. So we've got Sainz in 15th, Kvyat 16th, Palmer 17th, Wehrlein 18th, Magnussen 19th, Ericsson 20th, Felipe Nasr 21st, and Rio Haryanto at the back.
Don't call my name, Haryanto.
Haryanto. I was just telling them that Fernando Alonso has a 10-place grid drop.
I've been here, bro. I've left myself deliberately on mute, man. I'll let you take the floor. I've done quite well, actually. What I was doing when you were going down from like 11th position, I highlighted the individual drivers. With the cursor.
Oh, you're such a nice person. You know, thinking of our fans, so they know that I'm not, talking absolute bullcrap. You know.
Emile Gerard, I'm glad to see that you're getting involved with the emoticons in there, mate. Much love. There's a fair few of them.
Interesting.
And Scott has also said Forza Rara. So, but yeah, guys, that has been.
It doesn't get old.
It won't. It just.
I'm gonna say now, guys, that I do plan on changing my gamer tag to Forza Rara.
It'll stick. It will absolutely stick. It'll be like glue. I'm probably going to say to this guy, kind of stop spamming the kind of comments.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Do you know what? I'll let Scott deal with it. He's good at dealing with that sort of shit. In fact, do you know what? Actually, I've got an idea. I'm going to basically click on your name really quickly, and we're going to stop that from happening. It's always good having a couple, but at the end of the day, we're going to basically. We'll time you out for a minute. There you go. Basically, that's what I mean. Emile Gerard, like we said, it's all well and good. It's all good having a bit of fun in the comments. No, don't worry, Scott, I've dealt with it. It's all well and good having a bit of fun in the comments, guys, but, it's a little bit childish at the same time, but, well,
Just a bit.
Fun is fun, all the emoticons now just come up with message deleted, so it's just basically a waste of your fingers. Yeah. Right, by the way, excellent review there, mate, and Raikkonen did jump up. I thought he would. But yeah, that has been your post-commentary report by Mr. Raratron. Mate, I'm going to let you do more of them. I enjoyed it. That was good. That's awesome. I like it.
Thank you.
Scott's too. I said I want to be a child, mate. We all do.
Scott, no.
We all.
Alright, this is your father talking. No.
Well, it's a shame we didn't grab that Luke, because you could have actually literally said, "Luke, I am your father," and made the cheesiest
I know.
fucking joke in history. You know what I mean? But then, you know. So what we have then,
Okay,
guys,
Scott, you know what you have to do? Depot. Change your name.
Whatever we are, kid. Just kid. just call yourself kid. It'd be kind of amusing if you did that. Everyone's putting emojis. Right, so that was Raratron doing the post qualifying report. Excellent as always. And what we're going to basically be doing now, guys, is have a look to the grid, and this is where. Oh, Rara, I'm intrigued. Look at that. Have you seen your strategy? Oh, you there, Rara?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah,
You
I
shoot
can
yourself.
see.
Don't
Yeah,
stop.
it's well, it's Russia. There's barely any tyre wear because of how, like I said, this track only gets used once a year, and it has no time to rubber in. There's absolute grip aplenty around this place. Always been the case since we came here in 2014.
Rara, I'm almost tempted. Now, this may seem like a completely dullard strategy at the moment, but it may pay off to run a 2-stop.
Okay, why would you do that?
If you go to the strategy page, if you have similar strategy to myself, this is kind of our Mine and Silver's Saturday review, the way we kind of usually do it in the pits, or on the grid before the race. I'm going to delve into that a little bit. If you have a look there and go to the race strategy, you'll notice the high tyre management strategy drops you in with a 46 minutes and 5 seconds on my screen. Of course, it may be a little bit different to Rara, depending obviously on his tyre wear. However...
No, it says 46, 5:38.
Yeah, we've got... Well, I think mine's got 8... apparently mine's 0.08 quicker. So, well yeah, alright. Okay.
Screw you.
Yeah. Hashtag... Guys, we need a hashtag favoritism in the chat, please. Everyone, if you can. But other than the guy, just
oh yeah, I mean the
banned for
team
10
did
minutes.
back you to win, didn't they? I thought it was just ridiculous, but what can we do?
However, the point I was making there, bro, fucking legend. The point I was making was the difference in the time is only 12 seconds. However, you'll be running in clean air if you do stop.
Yeah, I agree, but at the same time, I also think that tyre wear is not going to be that much of a factor. And I mean, like I said, you can try it, but I just think that
No,
I'd
Jay's
rather
come up with a
be.
good point, Rara. Yep, he's backed up
What's he
exactly
said?
what you were going to say. It's a waste of 20 seconds. It is, I understand. It would be putting in a necessary 12. But don't get me wrong. If I end up getting hit off, or whatever happens, if something bad happens during the race, because obviously I'm on the outside, flying down towards this mental turn 2, then 2 stops may be on the agenda, and then you can put it to work. But until that point, I am in agreement with Jay and yourself, of course. 1 stop is the biz.
Yeah, I agree. So we're gonna just lower the fuel now to its bare minimum.
By the way, let me have a look here. Before we do start, actually, was back in the chat has turned around and says, "My friend thinks I'm a cheat because I'm with Mana racing in the first 3 races, finishing 17th, 4th, and 9th on Master AI." No, Wasback. I'll kind of fill you in what I did. I run a Mana career mode, and Rara, of course, has, so he's got prior reference as well. It's rare that I do this before I start the race. Actually, usually we just get on with it, but
No, it's fine. Let's do it. Because obviously, we both. I mean, were you doing 50% at the time? I've been doing 100%, and since the game came out, and I'm kind of in my 3rd season now. But for what I remember
50%
with Mana, yeah, for what I remember with Mana, I ran on Master, I think it was, in the first race in Australia, and I came 3rd. It was ridiculous. So I upped it to Legend, and then what was it, Bahrain? I could have possibly got some points, But tyre wear was a factor, and I think I got boxed over by a safety car, so I ended up finishing 19th, just behind my teammate.
Do you know what? I had a
So
very
that was
similar race on
that
the
was a
50.
kick in the teeth.
I did myself, mate, on the 50. I was up running in about 7th or 8th place and thinking, but yeah, the tyre wear on career mode, because your car isn't quite as developed as what it should be at that point, unless you kind of go straight in with chassis and downforce in race 1 and give it some time to feed into the car, that's when you're kind of going to be at an absolute limit. So Wasbeck, not a cheat at all, mate. 19th or 17th, 4th and 9th. Especially 4th around Bahrain is manner, as we found out, of course, Rara with Verline's performance around Bahrain, which was, you know, pretty good. And Haryanto, of course, well, you know, they both did really well, didn't they, at the end of the day. But then, of course, you went to China, and Verline qualified 3rd due to the bad conditions, but he held the position until the pit stops, and then obviously got swamped like you did, Rara, during the pits, didn't you? Remember, you had the pit lane swampage, where you, because we're at the bottom of the grid, you lost about 7 places.
Yep.
But... and that there was Beckett, so no, not a cheat, mate. All I'm going to say, bud. What I would actually also say is try your hand at Legend. It may not be, you may not be kind of on the level of it, but the way I kind of look at it is always try the level above what you're comfortable on. And then eventually, give it about 5 or 6 races, mate, you will become more than comfortable on it. And Jay, yes, I know you came second in a Renault, Jay, because I battled you for the lead, and then I drove like a penis. An erect penis, with a slight curve to the left.
Did.
So, yeah. Not that I study erect penises with slight curves to the left. But anyway, guys, this is Positively Glad. That is Raratron. We are at the Russian Grand Prix of Sochi 2016 online version. So, what we're going to basically do is... pause, turn my traction off then. Scott, no. Right. If I turn my traction off, there will be no finishes. Everybody behind me will die. But no. Apart from that, assist I'm running, guys, are very, very actually heavily laden. Other than brake and race and pit assist, I'm actually running most, in fact, all of them, I think, in this race. I can do it without, but obviously for you to see the absolutely most competitive performance I can be, I'm not quite on the level to use assists off and make the racing competitive. So that's my... well, it's not an excuse, it's a fact. I'm not good enough without them on yet. 2017, off. You know what I mean? As is always. But, right, Rara, are we ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. "24 seconds, oh boy. Let's go, buddy. Ooh. Quick lights again.
Yep, very.
I see I'm going to run really wide here. I've been hit, I'm off, I'm out.
Oh no!
I'm out. Turn 1. Race over.
I got collected by a Williams and he dragged me over to the other side of the track.
It went to me. I'm gone.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Time to commentate. Right, okay.
Like I said, we knew that this was a potential possibility, especially around here. It's happened a lot on career mode. It's happened a lot in league races. It's just ridiculous. The AI give no.
No, I didn't have anywhere to go, mate. I
space
just got
whatsoever.
completely swamped, and my wheel was off before I hit the wall. So basically, guys, this is now going to be a race covering Raratron. Like I said, man of my word, I ain't going to be calling for no fucking restarts, because it happens. Get on with it, man up. Right, we're basically watching Raratron then, guys. We are going to be focusing heavily on his race, of course, today. I've been putting it in my camera angle there, guys, so just to let you know what I kind of race on. We've got a big battle going on up here. In the battle for... oh, Rara's hit the side of Ricardo there. Bit of a lunge there by Rara, but it takes dividend, and he moves into 6th position, guys. So we are now going to have a little flick back onto the... oh, Rara. Oh. Daring move. Rara moves up to 5th position.
It's like career mode all over again.
Oh, ran very wide there. Now we basically need to watch out for Rara with the straight line speed of this Haas. Hopefully you can bring in some points for us here, guys. Major points. It happens at the start of a race sometimes, guys. You know, like I said, in the olden days, myself and King Chris 93. Shout out to my Australian buddy. And there's a battle going on behind Raratron here. is the Ferrari overtaking the Red Bull. I believe that is Kimi Raikkonen moving ahead of Daniel Ricciardo.
Oh,
So,
that looked like a nice move.
it was a stunning move, mate, in the background, but there's a huge train. I'm going to come off you for a minute, mate, because we've got a bit of a battle down here for 6th position. Oh, the Williams gets swerved dramatically wide there. Williams will, of course, well, this is one of Valtteri Bottas' favourite tracks, of course, as we know, hence winning, of course, in possibly the most dull F1 race in history, but we'll ignore that. Just kind of cut into Lewis Hamilton really quickly, guys. He is absolutely away. Hamilton is gone, may I point out. But Rara still holds 5th position here, guys, and he's got to be hounded by the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen.
Yeah, I just ran wide. He's just gained a lot on me.
Yeah, Dak, very unlucky. This one's going to be a good title for YouTube, I'll tell you that one. But yes, we are on board now, live and in colour with Raratron. Carrying the Soul, surviving Haas. See what you can do. I'll tell you what, the top 8 seem to have escaped from the rest of the field. It seems like Felipe Massa is becoming the sandbag behind, well, in which everyone seems to be queued. In fact, the field is unbelievably spaced out for lap 2, by the way, Rara. So a good bit of driving in.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Good spacing between the two. Do you know what, mate? This is good practice actually for the commentary on Saturday actually. But tune in Saturday, Positively Glad, 2 PM. Well, 2 or 3. We'll work it out about tomorrow. But yes, it's good. I would simply say, we've got DRS here for Raratron here.
Oh yeah, I've got DRS.
Vettel doesn't. So Rara breezes past the Ferrari driver into 4th position, and we've got a Red Bull go. Max Verstappen's going for Rosberg. On board is Sebastian Vettel.
Rosberg closes the door.
Oh, he just can't do it. Unfortunate there for Max Verstappen. Very similar to his real life driving, of course, in this season. Making daring moves and not quite paying off. So Vettel is not going to settle for that, of course. Remember, guys, Vettel is in a direct fight with Nico Rosberg. My championship aspirations, of course, are dashed, but then, you know, if a Haas driver wins a championship on Legend AI, there's something really, really fucking wrong. All I'm saying. But yep, oh, Rara with a bit of a run wide there. Ooh,
Oh god, that's horrible.
Yeah, there's no kind of editing that out. I will simply say though, the AI's again a bit racy here. There's going to be a quadruple DRS behind you here, so let's get on board with yourself. Get on the broadcast cam. It seems like you're holding off pretty well, and Raikkonen's gone for a move. Raikkonen's gone for a move on Vettel in the background. This is only going to end in tears by the looks of it. Good covering there by Rara. Back on the camera. And Vettel has held on down the DRS straight. And Max Verstappen has taken 2nd position. Max Verstappen, guys, is up to 2nd place. Brings Rosberg.
Oh, I missed that. I was too busy looking in my mirrors.
Goodness me, Rara nearly ends up collecting himself on the wall there. And the top 8 are now away, guys. The top 8 are away. Well, I say away. Hamilton's all by himself, isn't he? Cue the singing in the comments. But yep, Rara with a good 4th position so far. 1 stopping, of course. My incident, I can only kind of describe it as, oh my god, and Raikkonen and Vettel are going side by side again. Both with DRS.
Rosberg's going up the inside of Max.
He certainly is. He's made the move stick. Raikkonen, goodness, which one do I follow? Verstappen holds up Rosberg, and I believe Kimi Raikkonen has done Sebastian Vettel, as has Daniel Ricciardo. Double overtake there.
Oh, gone wide.
Rara holds it together very, very nicely in the end, collecting himself very smartly. Just going to flick over to the race leader, guys. Lewis Hamilton is absolutely away after a dismal season in fairness, where he's actually behind me in the scoring charts. Yeah, by the way, Wasbeck, I would usually be a lot more hyped than this, but my baby's in bed, so I've got to kind of keep my voice down. It's the reason why. If I didn't, I probably would get chucked in the garage tonight. I don't really fancy that. It's quite cold in there. So right, we currently have then Raratron in 4th. He's currently got Kimi Raikkonen bearing down on him. Raikkonen seems to have tremendous pace today. Will he go for the move? He's on the outside. Rara holds the line very nicely, but of course it's going to compromise him on the exit. No, he doesn't. He keeps a narrow line. Oh, very, very dodgy corner in there by Rara, unfortunately. I had to comment you there. Forgive me. Don't shoot me. He's on there. Oh, much better. So the battle between Rosberg and Verstappen is, even though you guys are battling quite heavily here, it's bringing everybody else to the play, and there's nearly a whole straight between 8th and 9th as well. So there's a healthy gap, and Hamilton is not even almost within eye shot of him here. So we'll go back on board now. Rara, amazingly, just about got into DRS as well, as did Raikkonen. And
Yeah,
it's just
no, thank God for that. Max is going for Rosberg.
Max goes for Rosberg for the 3rd time now. 4 laps, Rosberg at the other one. And Rara is also there too. They both ran wide. Oh, good smart driving there by Rara. Oh my goodness me. Oh, slight tap on the back of Max. And he loses a position to Kimi Raikkonen, but well held there, Rara. Fair play. And Valtteri Bottas has got past Sebastian Vettel. He's fell completely like a stone. But keep your head together, buddy. Nah, keep your head together, mate. At least you're driving. That's all I'm saying.
Car feels very, very twitchy.
Yeah, I tell you what, mate, it also feels quite nice when you've got 3 wheels on it. I'm still getting craned out. I'm just on the other side of this building coming up. They might just get me all the way there. They're chucking me in the fucking Russian skip. Right. So, it's...
Just hearing a reversing truck on all the way to Spain now.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I felt like I was driving it, to be honest. So Rara keeps it very nice and calm there, just behind there, and it's a 7-car train. In fact, Sebastian Vettel got wing damage. We'll double check really quickly. I think he has, you know, he's lost a bit of his end plate. I think this may be kind of partially the reason why he's fell off the
That will explain a lot.
He had a bit of a dodgy collision with Raikkonen, which of course gave, very similar to your collision with Max. Obviously didn't get, plumbing out. Bit of an interesting one there. So this guy is documenting Raratron's performance here today, guys. Of course, you will see me flick up and down the order occasionally. But of course, I'm going to be focusing mainly on my teammate, as this is a co-op career mode. I want to kind of focus on one of the two. And Kimi Raikkonen and Raratron. A nice move on Kimi Raikkonen. Excellent move there. And he's much closer now to the top 2. He was on the inside of Rosberg, who's still on his outside. Oh, this is excellent racing, guys. Get into the broadcast cam. Oh, no, don't get in the broadcast cam. Right, all runs a bit wide. Raikkonen's on the inside. And Bottas has moved to 6th position and gets hit by Ricciardo. All still going. Raratron back up to 4th. Making up for the lack of action at this year's Russian Grand Prix. That's one thing I will say.
Too right. What was that? No overtakes? How many overtakes has there been so far?
No overtakes since before the safety car came out, which was on the 4th corner. I point out. Good line there from Rara. Bottas is absolutely caning it round here. But less of Bottas at the moment, because Raratron is about to make an overtake on the Mercedes down the outside and makes it stick. 3rd position. Haas on the podium for the 2nd race running. Next one. Oh, and Rosberg going for the outside line there. Arrows are a bit deceiving, but we'll kind of move on from there. There's about 3 of them I can see on the screen. But moving on there, guys, we've currently got Verstappen. Will Rara be able to hang with Max?
Hey Max, I want to play.
Well, Jay was on the edge of his seat. I think he just made him come in his pants. So yeah, that's probably not a good thing. Just to kind of point out, guys, Lewis Hamilton is currently 8 seconds clear of 2nd place, and we're on lap 7.
Raikkonen on Rosberg.
Raikkonen got Rosberg on the outside, guys. Kimi Raikkonen up to 4th. Rosberg falling down. Which means that he's going to fall back into the clutches of his championship rival, Sebastian Vettel, of course. But, well, I think everybody in there. Watch out, Rara. Raikkonen's on the outside of you. Oh, goodness me. Well controlled there by Rara there, making sure the door was firmly shut. I think Max is potentially going to get away here, but we'll kind of just keep on focusing on the spot.
My tyre wear's starting to kick in now. It's on 47%.
What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to run through the order really quickly. Sergio Perez in 9th position, Hulkenberg 10th, Kvyat 11th, Felipe Massa has fallen like a stone. He's in 12th position, just ahead of Carlos Sainz, a good start. McLaren of Button is in 14th, Palmer's in 15th, Ericsson up to 16th, Verline 17th, Alonso in 18th, so he's had a mare of a start. It's in 19th, Harry onto 20th, Naz in 21st.
Well, Alonso started at the back of the grid anyway. He had a 10th-place grid drop.
Oh, fuck yeah, he did. So he did, buddy. Thanks for reminding me of that. I totally forgot. Oh my god, back on board with Rara. And he's just held on to Raikkonen, and he's just put his car in the right position. And Raikkonen hits Rosberg. Chops Rosberg, who goes into the front of Bottas, and it's caused a domino effect right down the field here, guys. As Jay has said, Bottleberg, forgive me, just reading the comments. I'll get back on board with the action here, guys. 8 viewers, so grateful for you guys watching. If there's any new viewers, please make sure you click on that love heart there, because whether you love me or not, the follow button dictates it. Right, what we're going to do here, guys, Rara is now in a world of trouble. As we go onto the broadcast cam and get a decent camera angle. No, we don't, because Codemasters sucks me off. Right. Here we go, and Rara very nicely held mate down the inside. Raikkonen chops back in front here, and there's still a huge battle going on for third position. All depends what Rara can do, of course, for the pit stops. And with the tyre wear, as you can tell, the tyres...
There's a yellow flag.
Where? Oh, it's Bottas! It's Bottas! Bottas got hit. Virtual safety car. Causing problems, a lot of problems. We're there. No! Oh my god. No, but someone else is.
Who is it?
Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo got
My, how the
guys.
mighty have fallen.
Ricciardo, folks, has not scored a point since his race win in Melbourne. Someone who's actually had worse luck than both of us combined. So I'm assuming that's virtual safety car ended.
Not yet.
Right. This here, guys, is fun of it here. Let's have a little look. The glitch that we have got safety car on, of course, guys, as you can probably work out. It gives it a bit of spice, of course. Amazing how Raikkonen could just close in on you. It's awful, isn't it? Nice. Good driving there, bro. Great drive out of that. Which means that you've actually nearly caught Max Verstappen here, which is pretty good. And you're giving yourself some breathing space. I believe we'll go back on board with Bottas, as you don't currently have anything going at the moment in terms of battling. No, nobody comes into the pits. So the Force Indians get promoted to 8th and 9th. Right, Daniel Kvyat is up to 10th position.
Now, we were talking about Kvyat at the end of the last race, about how his luck had just deserted him. He needs a point.
Well, him and who was it? It was Jensen Button scored, didn't he, in the end? So it's only Kvyat now out of the main drivers who haven't actually scored points. We'll get on board with Lewis Hamilton, who is absolutely gone. Absolutely gone.
I think Hamilton's needed a performance like this. It's just...
Oh, he's been dreadful. Absolutely
now,
dreadful.
Question is though, can he get, when he pits, is he going to come out in traffic and is he going to be able to deal with it? Or is something going to fuck him up?
Well, we know that Hamilton has basically had this all the way through. I will point out, Laura, that you are currently 11 seconds behind him. I could probably work it out. A Russian pit stop is usually about 23 to 24 seconds. He's going to come up behind Massa if he pits this lap. The longer Hamilton leaves it, the better position he's going to be in. We're right on board now with Kimi.
Recommended tyre.
Soft. If you can go that far. If not, mate, play it safe and go on the mediums. Just look at go for points. You know what I mean? But if you're confident you can outpace the Force Indians, that's where. I mean, admittedly, we're up here. You're up here with the Ferraris and the Mercedes. Our target, guys, as I was saying, is beating the Force Indians. Obviously, I've done a fantastic job this race. The only thing I beat out of the Force Indians was a drum as they drove past me. You know what I mean? But you know, I'm still waving them now. I'm throwing pennies at them, guys, because that's how much my wages have gone down to now. But right, we'll get back onto the serious commentary now, guys. Kimi Raikkonen with a hell of a run on Raratron. We're on board with Kimi, actually, looking at it from his perspective, going all along side by side with Rara. That is an awful camera angle. What a joke that is. And he goes side by side. Rara, very nice move. It's cut across. Nico Rosberg's on the outside of Kimi. Sebastian Vettel seems to have found some form of pace as well. Felipe, let's go back on board with the rear guard runners really quickly. We've actually got a pretty good battle back here, Rara. It's Magnussen battling with Alonso and Wehrlein. As well give the tail enders some luck. Julian Palmer lasted 9.5 laps longer than the real F1 this season. Bottas has been hauled in. And newsflash, Sebastian Vettel has a pit emblem on his car. As do you.
So have I.
As
like
does
the
Hamilton.
last lap he was telling me to come in. But, like I said, I could still squeeze another 1 or 2 laps out of this stint.
Most consider this cheating, guys, but I, of course, have the power to tell Rara exactly what's going on. We need the best finish possible
Oh,
here.
Rosberg's just absolutely hit me up the rear end.
Oh, and it's carnage here, guys, back on board. Oh, Raikkonen's hit Rosberg. It's going to do nothing for their performance. It's brought Valtteri Bottas back into the feud as well here. We're on board now with Sebastian Vettel here, guys. And Vettel comes into the pits. So Vettel pits, he's the first, I believe he's, no, I think Hamilton's also in. Hamilton is also into the pits, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go on board with Lewis really quickly. He's coming out the pits already. Goodness me. He comes out behind the 3-car train of Rara, Rosberg and Vettel, or Raikkonen, sorry. And he's out level with Bottas. He's beaten Valtteri Bottas out the pits, Rara. This is Hamilton's race. He did what he had to do, and Lewis Hamilton is absolutely away here, guys. Now, on the opposite side of the fence, Sebastian Vettel has come out just in front of Pascal Wehrlein in 12th position. So it's going to be interesting to see where you guys come out when you guys eventually pit. But we'll go back on board now with Rara, who has just been in an absolute race-long scrap with these guys. Scott says, leave Palmer alone, he's my baby. Right, we'll move on from that comment swiftly. Hamilton is now joining the back of your group, based on the clusterfuck that happened at the previous DRS straight, and here we go. On board with Rara now. Rosberg doesn't seem to have the pace to get you here, buddy. No one making a move. Rosberg's going for the undercut. Is he the switchback? Switcheroo? Nope. And now Lewis Hamilton has joined the fray. Rara taking extra cautious, of course. He has every right to do. And Rara pulls his way into the pits, and he's followed in by 2 other cars. Followed in by... oh my god, they're all coming in. Ooh, dearie me, watch out, about 50 mile an hour.
You know what?
I
got a 3-second time penalty for running wide there.
Oh, you're joking. Well, mind you, I guess you do have to follow the pits, don't you? It does happen. I think even on regular corner cut, I think that does that, doesn't it, in real life? Rosberg comes down the pit lane, and he's been held up. Oh, God. To be fair, Rara, it could be an awful lot worse. Awful lot worse. You come out the pit lane now.
Oh
my God. Harianto, don't call his name, is currently running in 8th position here. That'll help Rara get back on the back of Bottas. So 16 laps on these soft tyres, Rara. I believe you're easily going to get points here, buddy. And Rara's going straight for Bottas here. Thought better of it. Actually cracked open a can, considering I'm not racing, Rara. I thought, you know what, fuck it, why not?
Oh, I hope you saw that move I
enjoying
just made on Bottas.
I was on you, mate. It's on live stream. Enjoy it. So Rara, of course, guys, moves up into, well, points, but of course that moves him into a net 6th position. Yep, a net 6th position there. So that's good. Good for Rara there. Need points for Haas. Rara, of course, with a good points finish, will, of course, catch me and overtake me in the championship, of course. Now, he only needs 10 points. But then the 3-second penalty will, of course, hamper him. Of course, with the pit lane in Russia, it is a nightmare. Watch out for Harianto here. AI sometimes do squeeze. Ah, you've got this nailed, mate. Yep, here comes Raratron, going down the inside of Harianto, called the move before it even happened, eases through, and leaves Bottas stuck behind the Mana driver. So, good performance.
The other Mana is holding up Rosberg and Raikkonen.
Shit, yeah, Wehrlein up in 6th position. Obviously, the pit stops will dictate that. And here comes, let's have a look, and does Rio pit in? He doesn't, and neither does Wehrlein. This is going to be crucial for Raratron's race.
Really is.
I believe we've got pitters in at the moment. I'll just see if I can grab a shot of who they are. Oh, it does move it to 9th position. Oh no, no one's pitted.
No, no one's pitted.
Interesting. So just in front, guys, Kimi Raikkonen's overtaken Nico Rosberg. Very similar situation to Max and Nico. Oh, maybe the benefactor of this. Uses to hold on. Kimi Raikkonen's going to get the line here. Still running side by side. Raratron. Up the inside of both of them! Unbelievable! Rara has put himself into prime position. Now the hut down for Verline. Guys, comments, Forza Rara, now! Please. Unbelievable. 7th position. And we're now back to the status quo of Raikkonen following you with Rosberg behind him. Rara goes absolutely up the inside of Verline. Is it going to be a carbon copy of the lap 12 move? It's not, you know, because Verline is... Oh my goodness me! Rara kind of flexing the old muscles there and puts himself there, but he's now left Verline between himself and the rest. Verline on very, very worn soft tyres. And he's not going to be pitting for a lap or two based on strategy. So Rara, this is now your time to escape. You'll need to put at least a second and a half on him. Do you know what? I was actually going to go, if I was outside the top 10, I was going to go for softs myself. I wish I did now, mate, to be honest. I only got wiped out by that fucking prick Bottas. Anyway, Rara is still 6th position. We're actually going to go behind. I'm going to look at Pascal Wehrlein, who has absolutely been swamped by Kimi Raikkonen. Raikkonen has been released. But Rosberg is now stuck behind. And Haryanto, interestingly, moving back to a bit further down the grid. Kvyat is stuck behind Rio. Now, just a quick one on... Oh, wait there. Oh, Kvyat went for a move. I was going to have a look at the race director, but... No go. Felipe Massa is having the worst race of his career. He's come out behind Julian Palmer after a wing change. The guys that haven't pitted at the moment, by the way, are Sergio Perez and Nico Hülkenberg, so you are running in a net 4th place. Just to let you know.
Vettel not pitted?
I believe he has.
Oh, he pitted a lap before, didn't he? Look at the undercut he got.
Undercut you by a straight. So I'm actually going to follow Pascal Wehrlein, who has Nico Rosberg all over him here. Expectant move. Bottas has followed through too. Will Bottas get through? Oh, Wehrlein's hit Bottas. Well, Bottas hit Wehrlein. Kvyat has overtaken Haryanto back there, guys. Carlos Sainz fell foul of him too, and Jenson Button, who has had, compared to his teammate, an awful season in terms of actual race finishes, is stuck down there as well. So, we've got a couple of Forza Rara comments. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Scott. Superstars guys there. So, 6th position, basically, we're just waiting for the Force Indias, who are going to get undercut to shit. I'm going to go on board with Hülkenberg now, actually, just to see how big an undercut is. Oh my god, Max is all over the back of him. He's playing rear gunner, as only me and Penguin can't do, as I played rear gunner to Penguin and wiped myself out, which was quite interesting on Saturday. Watch the feed, or Tuesday, sorry, forgive me. And so Max Verstappen is currently chasing down, well, guys, basically Rara, Lewis Hamilton, compared to Hülkenberg, or compared to Perez, sorry, is 6 seconds ahead. He's about 10 seconds up the road from Max, so good. And you still lead Kimi Raikkonen. Rosberg is now hunting you both down. Bottas has got through as well. Wehrlein is currently now with Danny. Danny Kvyat is flying.
The Russian homeboy. Wanted
to
finally have a decent... Yeah, well, he's always qualified decently, but he's never really performed it in the race. Nerves have probably got the better of him.
Raratron comes into the end of the third. Well, I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's the second DR, the back DRS straight, should call it. And here comes Raikkonen all over him. 3-second penalty will take away any chance really of any top-notch points, but it all depends what happens next. I mean, there's a couple of guys
I get one, I'll be happy.
We've already said, of course, the 9th position is our target. Beat them Force Indies. And the Force Indies, I believe, if I'm correct, have pitted here. One of them has. They've still not pitted. A crackpot
going to be lightning
here.
Quick.
Lightning quick, but nowhere. However, Max Verstappen is once again stuck behind a Force India. Lewis Hamilton has just ran away with this, as we said a few times already. Kimi Raikkonen is absolutely flying. Why is everyone so spaced out? Kvyat's finally got... hold on. Danny Kvyat is He's going to jump the Force Indias.
Is he though? Because I'm looking up ahead, and the Force Indians look quite a distance away.
I'll let you know. Hulkenberg, we're going to base it on Hulkenberg. He's 10 seconds off the leader. Kvyat is a further 22. Ooh, that's going to be close, isn't it? 22 seconds back. Max has got the... Goodness me, Max jumped Perez halfway down the DRS straight and pulled back in front of him before the corner. Shut the door, bitch. Sebastian Vettel is all by himself. Rara has Kimi Räikkönen all over him, but the good thing is for you, Rara, I'd say, as obviously my teammate being very, very biased, you're not battling with him. You're giving him room, you're not shutting the door, you're not compromising your own lines, and it's benefiting us as a team because Rosberg is not catching you up that much, which in turn means Bottas isn't catching you up that much. Is it still 3 seconds, by the way, bro?
Yeah, it's still 3 seconds at the minute.
Good stuff, man. And Felipe Massa, guys, has finally recovered himself. He's in 15th position, by the way. An atrocious Grand Prix for him. And Alonso, of course, with the qualifying penalty, has just died before it really started. And, of course, Ricciardo and myself, both former race winners in this championship, are both out. So it's an all-star lineup. And I believe that the Force Indias are having a bit of a tussle here. I'll go back on board with you really quickly, mate. I believe that you are still battling with Räikkönen. Just for the audience at home, Rara, what is your tyre wear currently on at the moment, mate? Have a look when you're on the
My
straight.
tyre wear at the minute is 19%.
Oh, Kimi's had a little look. Back on the broadcast. Yeah, you'll get to the end easily, won't you? Makes you wonder, guys, where I would have finished. But then, of course, this is not about me, this stream. It's been heavily focused on Rara, and that is a better line than Räikkönen got through there, I'll tell you that. But it hasn't benefited you.
No, I ran wide. Räikkönen got the better line.
Oh, he's had a little chop. Oh, run wide by Rara. This is going to be detrimental. Räikkönen's got a clean run on you here. Excellent move by Kimi. Rara goes for a bit of a little poke. Oh, that's a corner cut. That's going to be... Well, I'll tell you what, mate. If you're gonna do it, get away with it, do it. But oof, risky dive there, Rara. But fair play, you pulled it off just. I'll give you that one.
I didn't get a warning for that either.
Oh.
I'm not happy with it,
guys. Is in the pits.
I apologise already, guys. He's on the super soft as well. Nice. He's. Yep, there we go. That's 5th place. Is the other Force India still up there?
Yep, he's not pitted yet. Rara, we've got a bit of an issue with Hulkenberg. He's jumped out in front of Bottas, and he was way down on him. The overcut of 10 laps has worked out, well, mind you, Bottas did get held up by Verline, didn't he? So now, even though there is a big battle going on behind Perez, I'm actually going to document Sergio, because he's been in clean air for a while compared to Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg's been in quite a few scraps with Max Verstappen, sorry, forgive me, get my words right. And of course he's been in a battle with Perez, which didn't detriment Perez at all. Perez may have hit the nail on the head here. The best F1 driver, time manager, I personally believe. Maybe it's his car.
No, I was just about to mention that. He is probably one of the best now of preserving his tyres. He's always had that ability in him ever since his Sauber days. He's crazy. He's crazy what he can do. And obviously Force India are feeling the benefits of this today.
Of course, especially when they drive around in a pink car. I do need to question why Rio Haryanto hasn't actually pitted yet, but we'll get to that in a minute as Carlos Sainz is all over the back of him again, but he can't get through. He's tapped the back of him now. It's like they just don't want to go past. And just to show how detrimental it is, Pascal Wehrlein is running last. So, staying out that long, it just hasn't worked for anybody.
Perez is in the pits, I believe.
Perez comes into the pits. I'm going to follow Perez now, as you see the battle now for, and he's coming out the pits actually. Raratron, Räikkönen, Rosberg, the 3R battle for 4th position now as it's promoted. And Perez and Hulkenberg's jumped Perez. Hulkenberg up to 7th. But the
undercut
key here
has worked.
Oh my god, he's beat Bottas out as well. Wow. That's why Positively Glad does not predict races. I just get it completely wrong. Now, of course, guys, the battle focuses on 4th.
I'm looking at about 8th place, I reckon. That's the aim.
Oh, of course, yeah, thanks for that, Jay. Yeah, Paul de Resta, 42 laps on the softs. Rosberg, guys, 53 laps on the soft tyres, if you remember, 52 laps when he crashed off in 2014. That was my biggest one that Rara brought up actually in the post-commentary report.
Oh yeah, first lap, wasn't it? Yeah, I forgot it was the first lap. I thought it was like lap 20 or something. No, it was the first lap. He went for a lunge in Hamilton at the first corner, locked up both tyres, went off, put a new set of tyres on, and yeah, those were his only tyres that he had for the rest of he had those tyres for the rest of the race, and they lasted him as well.
This is a huge battle, guys. Now, bear in mind, Rara does have a 3-second penalty. Rara is good enough here to blink it out of his mind, blink it away from his sight, get it out of his field of vision, and get on with it and pretend you don't have one. That's the best advice I have here, teammate. Whatever position you finish, you're getting points. You are clear away from 10th position. Who is Kvyat? Probably, I'd say, depending on how the train forms, it will depend obviously on that. And great driving, great position of your car. Raikkonen isn't going to get a direct run at you, and you maintain 4th as we enter the 20th lap of the Russian Grand Prix 2016 online version. Right, so now the intriguing part of this whole saga is Hulkenberg.
Is it your out?
Oh, yeah, I've kind of become accustomed to this sort of shit, mate, to be honest. Who have we got here? Hey, not the goat, how's it going, buddy? In case you're wondering why I'm commentating, I died on the first corner. The reason I died on the first corner...
Yeah, he was squished by a Williams.
No, I actually have a different theory now, Rara. I insulted the first corner. I said it wasn't a real corner, and then, if you remember, in qualifying, and then I got wiped out on it. So, thank you, first corner. You are now a cunt as well as non-existent. Thank you so much. Right.
Let's wait till you next come back here. It's going to bite you up the arse.
Oh yeah, it's going to actually, I think it's going to Furby bum rape me. And Raikkonen's going for a little move here down the outside of Raratron. Good coverage by Rara once again, but it puts him back into the path of Rosberg. Raikkonen needs to be a lot cleverer with his moves here. The other DRS straight is much more of a favourable place to overtake. I'm not sure why he hasn't done that yet, but I don't want to put ideas in his head. Oh, Rara coming incredibly close to the wall. Hey, come on, Jay. I did mention Paul de Resta, 42 laps on the softs in Canada, but then Canada's one of them tracks where you can do it, you know what I mean? It is one of them tracks where you can just kind of get to the grind and then nail it. We got Rara here now. He's got Kimi Raikkonen all over the back of him, guys. 5 viewers, once again, thank you so much for staying on board with me for the whole length. Once again, guys, please make sure you drop me a follow if you haven't already. Do you know what? I haven't actually got a replay of the crash, but what I'll do, mate, when the stream ends... if anybody actually did grab a clip of that, that'd be unbelievable because it actually stores it on my page. But if you didn't, don't worry about it. It was pretty quick. I just got murdered. Really. Less of me though, guys. This race isn't about me. As I said, it was at first, and I blew up. Oh, bro. Raikkonen is hungry here. Raikkonen is hungry. He's feeling the kind of Finnish rage.
Yeah, last time we felt that him and Bottas collided.
Yeah, man. And Bottas is now, of course, a part of this train nearly. Oh, Rara. Julian, they get yourself back fixed on. This is going to be DRS Nation. I'm actually going to go on board here with Hulkenberg, who is at the back of the DRS train. Well, Perez is, but Raikkonen's gone on the inside here. Gone for a lunge. Oh my god, Rara, he's hit the back of Rara.
Did he hit me?
He hit the back of Rara, Raikkonen's gone.
Is he out?
Raikkonen is gone. No, he's spun. He's rejoined in. He's not moving. Raikkonen isn't moving, guys. He's in neutral. He's parked on the track. He's going again. Kimi Raikkonen falls to 16th. Wow. Unbelievable. Right, it's giving Rara a bit of breathing space. due to the train that it caused. As Goat said, trains. Hashtag, boom. But yep, it's given, well, it's ruined Paul Raikkonen's race. He's had a fantastic race up until now, but, and he's driving round.
jinxed him by saying the last time he was on a charge he hit Bottas.
Amazingly, Jolyon Palmer is now in 13th position. The Renaults have had a stellar afternoon, by the way, Rara. 13th and 14th for them. But it's all about you now, mate. Keep it calm. Hulkenberg is all over the back of Rosberg. Rara
Hulkenberg is on the fresher, faster tyres.
Rosberg has an end plate off. Maybe 2 end plates off. He does, you know. Let's have a look at Lewis's car. Rosberg's got unbelievable damage on his front wing here. He's lost both end plates, Rara. This is your chance.
Might help me.
We'll stay on board with Rosberg for the moment, but he has absolutely caused another hashtag train. Nico Hulkenberg, guys, has a chance to displace Nico Rosberg. The battle of the Nicos.
That was 2.3, it's now 2.8.
If these 3 overtake Rosberg, we may have a new championship leader here, and Max Verstappen, guys, by the way. Hulkenberg goes for the move. The inside. And Nico Hulkenberg level with Rosberg. The Nico Bergs. Oh, Rosberg's ran wide.
The Nico Bergs. I like that.
That's their band name.
Put that in the comments. Hashtag
guys,
Nico Bergs.
Next hashtag Nico Bergs. Standard. This is Force India's coming together race. This, considering they are actually together on track. Rara, you've left them. This is your chance to beat all of them with that penalty. Rosberg will now not be able to escape. Nico Hulkenberg here. I'm going to go on board with Valtteri Bottas. He gets a perfect view of this from behind, guys, by the way. The camera skills are so much better than Codemasters. Yeah, point proven. Yeah.
So Rosberg's saving grace is straight line speed.
Superstar. Hashtag Nicoberg. You fucking superstar. I love my followers, man. Legends, a lot of you. Much love. Heart sign. Right. It's frustrating. Need to have a little look here. What the fuck have I done here? There you go. No, Bottas. 35 seconds.
4 seconds. I've pulled out another half second.
I'll ignore the gap, mate. I'll keep an eye on it for you. I've got a perfect view. Nico Hulkenberg, guys, has an absolute run, but Sergio Perez has a run on Nico Hulkenberg. Rosberg seems to have pulled out a bit of pace here. No moves on lap 24. Now, Sergio Perez is going to be the threat, I think. Hulkenberg went a lap longer on the tyres, or lap less on the tyres. He's going to have to do 1 lap more.
Did Perez get in front?
No, it's currently it's Lineston at the moment. 4 Mercedes-powered cars are just being held up by Nico Bottelberg at the moment. And that is Rosberg, by the way.
It's just Jeff's just come on the radio now saying Rosberg's got wing damage.
Do you know what? It's weird because usually, you know, you say it and you think, has he really? If I just show the guys once again at home watching this, you see Rosberg's car there. It looks like his wing's okay, but if you go across over to Lewis Hamilton, you see so much more kind of depth on his front wing. The way to check is the back of the front wing with the Mercedes to make sure they've got all the lines there. As unprofessional as it sounds, Rosberg doesn't have hardly any of the lines there. He's fucked himself. Kimi Raikkonen has ruined 2 or 3 people's races here, guys.
Including his own.
Do you know what? He nearly has. Hulkenberg went for a little cheeky dive on DRS. It's a battle for 4 people, right? If you don't get a penalty here, mate, another one. Well, you've got it already, I think, personally. But nice and clean. Can I point out, Kvyat is all by himself. Felipe Massa has all of a sudden decided to turn up the heat. I think he's finally he's realised what track he's driving. However, Jensen Button is on the charge. Back onto the battle of the race though, guys. Battle for 5th. Never thought I'd do a whole race commentating on AIs. This is actually really entertaining. Because you don't know what they're going to fucking do. So, will Rosberg...
Oh, that was horrible. That whole section was horrible.
But you're still, I believe, 25 or 35... 30, ooh. 3 seconds.
Lost 8 tenths.
Yep. Keep your head. Keep your head. Drive as if you're just bringing it home. Do you know what, I've got an easy idea. Drive like you're midway through a stint. It's the best way to do it. I find my end of races are so much better than my start of races, other than Austria. Don't bring it up, please. We don't need to go back there. But
no,
usually
you're still having psychotherapy for that.
I am. I chose Carlsberg. They offered me Heineken. But yeah, no, but it's
Hulkenberg.
Hulkenberg's got him. The aftermath of the move. On stream. You're in trouble now. It says Hulkenberg needs to pit. It says Perez needs to pit. Is there a glitch out here, guys? Will the Force India's tyres die off that dramatically? Oh, it's going to be close. Nico Hulkenberg variety has left Rosberg. Come on, where are you? There you go. DRS is saving Rosberg at the moment. He's falling like a stone, Rara. Gonna stick on board with, for lap 27 I will of course go on board with Lewis Hamilton, of course, as is the way. Simply because we can then document all the finishes on the stream. And then Rara, I will leave it to you basically to do the race report. Of course. Rosberg had to hold Hulkenberg up for one more lap, I think.
I didn't make that mistake as well.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry. If he'd have got past, he was going to catch you. He's that much quicker. He's a second ahead of Rosberg now on stream. The guys at home can see it. He's away. Thank you for hosting me, Go. Let's have a look here. And Sergio Perez going for a move on Nico Rosberg. He's done him. Around the outside, trailer park girl in it. Fuck me, man, he's done it as well.
I don't know if you saw it on the stream, mate, but Verstappen had set the fastest lap of the race.
No, it didn't show up actually. It's kind of weird. I was kind of halfway through flicking between cars. Guys, we are now on board with Lewis Hamilton. He's driven the race of his, well, not even the race of his life. He's just driven. You know, he got away at the start. He obviously the Rosberg and Verstappen battle, which then become a 7-car train. Really, really benefited him. Perfect timing for the Mercedes garage, bringing him out in front of Bottas. You pitted, well, all three of you pitted Rara in front of him. So he's not even had traffic the whole race. It's just been lights to flag. Also, as well, guys, Max Verstappen won the battle with Nico Rosberg, of course. So now we see Rara in 4th. I'm going to say Rara probably 6th position here. Maybe 5th if you're lucky. 6th definitely is where to look at, I think. For 3 seconds.
I'll be happy with that.
Even 8th, mate. You know what I mean? It's points. It's points at the end of the day. We've got the points. You've earned the points that we needed. You've done a fantastic job doing it as well. Lewis Hamilton, guys, coming towards the second to last corner. I never show the end of the race because it'll freeze my car on him. Lewis Hamilton, guys, comes across the line to win the Russian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen in second place, second to last corner. Max now breezes round. Max healthy 18 points. Sebastian Vettel will haul Rosberg in. If Rosberg falls one more place, Vettel takes the lead in the championship. Vettel comes across in third. Rara, of course, we only get to see the guys behind Rara. Oh, runs wide there. I think you've done Rosberg. He's getting hounded by Bottas behind. Rara, mate, fair play. Good effort, bud. You stuck with that through trauma in the fucking start of the co-op. Excellent. 7th. Just got you.
I'm happy with that. I don't care.
Good effort, mate. Really, really good effort, especially with the lap times as well. They the top
Yeah, like I
seven,
said, points
top
points
six,
on
sorry.
the points on the board. I was expecting to get knocked out of this race, if I'm honest. At the start, when I was caught on that Williams, I thought that was it. That was my goose cooked.
Doesn't look very nice on stream. I got murdered. Guys in the comments, just give Rara some encouragement. He doesn't need it anyway, but give him some encouragement. As Raratron now, while I put my mic on mute, Rara runs through the race classification. Take it away, James.
Okay, guys, just let me catch my breath back. Right, so the result of the Russian Grand Prix, round 4 of the Pos Rara Championship. Lewis Hamilton wins his first Grand Prix of the season, finally, after starting from pole position. Max Verstappen second in the Red Bull, Vettel third, Hulkenberg fourth with a stunning drive. Both Force Indias absolutely get my driver of the day. Rosberg 6th, Raratron 7th, Bottas 8th, Kvyat 9th, scoring points in its home Grand Prix, and Massa nicking a point for Williams. That was unexpected after the trials and tribulations that he's been through over the course of this race. Jenson Button 11th in the McLaren, Sainz 12th in the sister Toro Rosso, Palmer a creditable 13th in the Renault, Fernando Alonso 14th. Ideally, that was his qualifying position before I found out he had a grid drop. Magnussen 15th in the Renault. Raikkonen 16th after taking himself out of the running, which was such a shame because he was on a charge. Pascal Wehrlein 17th. Rio Haryanto 18th. Marcus Ericsson 19th. Felipe Nasser 20th, the last of the Finnish drivers. And then Ricciardo had an incident with Bottas, retired due to it, and then obviously this other Haas of Pos Rara was out before the race even started.
Yeah, I'm happy my throat was kind of clogged through that. Yeah. In a nutshell, guys, I got squeezed, and my right wheel was off before I even hit the wall. So I was what you would call dead. But no, kudos to Rara there. Even though once again, Rara, the penalties have kind of affected you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm
fantastic
expecting that.
drive.
That's gonna be a season-long problem for me.
Fantastic drive, especially when we kind of vamp it back up to strict corner cutting, of course, for the remainder of the season. There are a couple of tracks that we will discuss later on, but to be fair, at the moment, for the very, very foreseeable future, it's going to be back to strict, unless, of course, during our offline conversations, we come up with anything different there, guys. So I'm going to take the opportunity to run through some of the race director incidents. Give you guys a bit of gas there. I've had a bit of a beer while I've been on, but just doing commentary, keep myself flowing. Lap 1 was, from what I can see here, fucking carnage. I got wiped out, of course. Rara and Massa, it was Massa? Oh, I didn't fucking know that, the little bastard. Right, so Rara and Massa had a little bit of a coming together. Of course, their coming together didn't really result in me kind of getting hit off, but I actually made a decision to kind of fall back behind the two of them. I should have carried on racing, and that's what happens. As I mentioned to Rara about the hesitation in one of the other races, I believe we did. I think it was Saturday Co-op Rara, wasn't it? I think it was around Bahrain. The hesitation kills you, and that just basically proves a point, guys, that if you do hesitate in one of these games, you're going to get fucked. And look at that. First corner off. Not part of this now. Max Verstappen and Hamilton had a collision on lap 1. That's dubious. Didn't see that one.
Interesting.
Bottas and Hulkenberg both collided. Button and Sainz and Palmer and Wehrlein hit each other. Kvyat, of course, then hit Wehrlein, which, amazing on lap 1, how Wehrlein was having collisions with guys about 6 or 7 positions higher than him on the grid. That's kind of one to point out. Once again, epic start. Then you got Rara with the corner cut, of course. As we said, me and Rara are going to work on that, kind of off mic, just kind of see if we can get him round. As you can see here, it was entirely Bottas' fault, which is a bit of a wonder why Valtteri didn't get a penalty there, guys. It must be said. You would expect if you're directly in contact with somebody, you would have got a penalty. We're not going to kind of delve into that. It's AI. No one gives a fuck. But in a nutshell, guys, I will let Rara run through the driver's standings.
Yes, so let's go back, advance. So the driver's standing is as follows. Nico Rosberg still leads the Drivers' Championship. 4 points ahead of Max Verstappen, who hauls him in, but also Lewis Hamilton throws his name in the hat after that win, moves up to 3rd place in the championship. Vettel only a further point back, so 6 points separate the top 4. And you got to think, where would Raikkonen be if he hadn't had his incident as well? He's there in 5th. He's moved down. Pos has also moved down in championship to 6th with 26.
Oh, no. Carry on, I was just going to look. I thought Raikkonen was Vettel. Go on, carry on.
Still a point in front of Ricciardo is Pos, who's 4 points in front of Rara, who moves up to 8th. Perez moves up to 9th. Bottas drops down to 10th. Hulkenberg moves up to 11th after a stunning drive. Alonso moves down to 12th. It was a bad race for the Honda team, probably one they'd want to forget really quickly. Massa moves down to 11th despite scoring a point. Sainz 14th. Kvyat moves up to 15th after scoring 2 points. Jenson Button moves down to 16th, and then you obviously have the non-point scorers at the minute of the 2 Renaults. No surprise there. Verline, Ericsson, Haryanto, Nasser.
Thank you very much,
Will they score a point
absolutely
this season?
superb.
Who knows?
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I think probably the best chance is going to be one of their mangled qualifying grids. Obviously, having the 50% grid order without carnage is going to be tricky for them. Moving on to the constructors here, guys. Once again, Ralph, thank you. Mercedes top the charts here, of course, based on the simple fact that they've had 2 different drivers winning races. I think that's simply the only reason why. 107 points, a further 24 back to Ferrari on 83, 77 then for Red Bull, a further 6 points back. We bring up the best of the rest now, so for us to be beating Williams is absolutely fantastic. Scott Hopkin, have yourself a lovely night, mate. We'll speak soon. Also, Force India overtake Williams, so they continue their charge. We're just putting our noses in the little mix there, so we know we're between the 7th and 12th position now, so we know roughly whereabouts we're going to be fitting in. McLaren in 7th place, 8th position Toro Rosso, and of course technically Sauber are classified as higher than Manor and Renault, so based on, I believe that would be Marcus Ericsson's 12th, or he got a, I don't even know, I may be chatting utter bollocks, but to be fair, still Sauber classified in 9th. My driver of the day, I've got 3, which is quite kind of surprising there, Rara, touching on what you said. Number 1 matches with you. He's the guy I'm going to give driver of the day to, Nico Hulkenberg. Fantastic
He fully
drive.
deserves it.
He basically drove a blinder. He raced round behind Perez for lap after lap after lap, had a battle with Verstappen, give him a bit of a headache. Verstappen obviously took off with fresher tyres, come out of the pits and dominated. 5th position finish, 4th of course by the kind of almost what we call the aggregate result, can't we really? Perez is my number 2 of course, driver, 2nd of the day for the same reason. Just Hulkenberg had a better drive and undercut him, basically. And my 3rd driver of the day, we moved down to 15th on the championship, is Danny Kvyat, because he's finally scored.
Yeah, I fully agree.
And he had a very clean race, of course.
He did. It was always it was always touch and go in a minute, but yeah, he. Like I said, we were talking about him pretty harshly at the end of the Chinese Grand Prix, but he was running in 6th at one point, and he let it go by putting his car in a stupid position, which. You know, it's Danny Kvyat, you kind of expect that these days. And it's just, like I say, it's just nice the fact that he's put his head together, he got on with it, and he's got 2 points for him and his team, and at his home Grand Prix, so that must make it feel a bit more sweet for him.
Amen to that, brother. Right, so now we go back to the lobby. And what I will simply say then, guys, initially is, once again, guys, thank you so much for everybody that has watched this tonight. Can I just stress as well, if we have any new viewers, this is an incredibly regular thing. It's my most regular ever stream on my channel. Other than the FIFA career, where I did 4 in a row, you know, but then, obviously, with other family commitments, me and Rat have found a way to make this work. Whether it's at night time, of course, which is at now, whether it's in the afternoon, which of course, either way, we've pulled in nearly double-figure views on both. So once again, guys, it's down to you guys that are keeping this series going, really. Obviously, we're pumped by it, but we wouldn't have the same kind of sort of interaction with you guys. You know what I mean? It would just be 2 guys who are incredibly good friends off the track driving around. other than that, it would be almost dull, really, wouldn't it? If you look at it from a sort of interactive perspective. You
No,
guys
I fully agree.
You guys have made this what it is. Please make sure, guys, if you stuck this out for YouTube, unbelievable effort. My average viewing time has gone up to 6 minutes at a time, which is pretty good for somebody who does 2-hour videos, you know what I mean? Even though it doesn't sound like it. It is really, really good. You know what I mean? For people to kind of see a 2-hour video and go, oh, fuck this. People actually starting to give me a chance now. But guys, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my personal YouTube channel. Like, because it makes me happy. Share, because it gets me out there. Subscribe, because it makes me bigger, not in a sexual way. Also, as well, guys, what I will simply say as well, please make sure you follow me on Twitch. And a big thing here, guys, please make sure you follow the World Online Racing page. It's the top one on the search bar, the one with 61 or 62 subscribers, sorry. Please make sure you give us a couple more on there. You'll see me race Tuesdays. You'll hear my very, very unfiltered commentary compared to this on a Saturday.
That's putting it lightly.
I will hand the floor back to Rara to say his goodbyes to you guys really quickly.
Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. It's been an honour racing for you guys. Obviously, thank you for the comments and whatnot. We hope to see you in the next round in Spain. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful night or day, depending where you are.
Or both, you know. I mean, you could just have a all nighter and fuck your body clock up. What I will simply say, guys, once again, much appreciation for this, guys. It's been my most popular series by an absolute country yard. And thank you very much. Go see you later, my man. But for the guys watching on YouTube, take care, much love, all the best for you, and myself and Rara. We'll see you soon.
Good night, guys.